deal like, are you the bell cow? Is this by committee? How many guys could play out of your running back room right now?
Right now, all guys are getting reps, just working. Ultimately, it's going to be up to Coach Locke, but I know it's going to be a similar deal to Quinshawn and Trey last year.
How about
What have you seen out of CJ so far?
CJ, he's been looking better since spring. You know, burst, running strong, getting under his pads and stuff like that. He's been growing, just like the rest of the guys, like Bo, Isaiah, Turbo. Those guys are growing, they're getting stronger and better.
Seems like Turbo's come in and done pretty well. What have you seen from him so far?
Yeah, Turbo, you know, he wasn't here in the spring, so it took him a little minute to you know, get acclimated. But you know, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Coach Locke always says. So he's just taking the steps he got to take, you know, to be great.
How are you a different guy from a year ago?
Man, I mean, I'm totally different. You know, through training and the guys that I sat behind, just learned from them and what I've seen. You know, gotten faster, stronger, quicker. Everything has just taken another level up. So, yeah.
What about the mental aspects of the game? Where have you seen yourself grow just on that side of the field, knowing football more?
I mean, yeah. I mean, when you running behind in practice, those guys, you know, for a whole year, you really get familiar with the scheme. And then mentally, I mean, I've gotten stronger. You know, Coach Day, Coach Locke, they've been challenging me my mental because it's a long season, you know, and you got to be strong up here, of course, not just physically, and just developing us as people, you know. So all around, just getting stronger that way.
Are there any guys on the offensive line that are jumping out to you, creating holes for you?
Yeah, I mean, there's a few guys. Austin, he's been having a great fall camp so far. Phillip, he's going to be a dog too. And a few other guys are coming along, some young guys too. So we're going to continue to see how that's going to play out.
We've heard so much praise about Austin this offseason. What is it about him that's just allowed him to take this next step?
He's taking a step. I know. I mean, you know, we lost Donovan Jackson. He was a huge part of our O-line last year. But because of that, you know, guys stepped up. He's been a leader, being vocal. He's been pushing himself harder and harder. Went to workouts through the summer, now fall camp. He's really been a leader in that O-line room. You can see how he's been developing too.
What are your impressions of Ethan?
Ethan, big dog. He's big, man. He's like I said, like, guys got to get acclimated to Ohio State, but he's been having a good fall camp so far too, and pushing himself. You know, you can see the growth and how these guys have been coming along.
We talked in the spring about you and CJ wanting to replicate what those guys did last year, right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming nothing has changed. What kind of a tandem do you think you guys are?
I mean, I think it's gonna be Sonic and Knuckles, man. You know, you got that Sonic and Knuckles. You know what I mean? Like yeah, man. We both run hard, and we know he's 6'2", 230. I'm excited to, you know, see what he's gonna bring and how we're gonna be able to feed off each other.
You're Sonic.
You're Sonic?
Yeah.
We just want to be clear.
Yeah.
James, it's kind of random. I mean, Heisman's been a QB award. Last year, Travis Hunter broke.
Yeah.
He also had to play defense. And when you look at Jeremiah on your team, I mean, what do you think about his odds of being a receiver, a true receiver, going after a role like that?
Yeah, I mean, no, that's definitely obtainable. And you see what he did his freshman year, and you know, he's looking to capitalize on that. You can see the focus and how he approaches every day. You know what I'm saying, and the mentality that he has. So I mean, he definitely should be going after that. Yeah, it's definitely possible.
How have you two been feeding off each other in practice?
Me and who? Jeremiah?
CJ.
Oh, CJ? Me and CJ, I mean, just pushing each other, you know. Everybody knows fall camp ain't easy, especially at Ohio State. And you got to feed off each other, you know. You got to push each other every day. You know, we pushing each other, just setting the standard for the running back room.
James, you're obviously from Texas. Just how excited are you to have Texas here week one?
Hey, I mean, yeah, that was a school that was heavily considering me, and I was considering them. But you know, I wish them all the best. It's gonna be a great game. I can't wait for that game, and excited. It's a great opponent, 1 versus 2.
Did you grow up watching Texas?
I grew up watching Ohio State. So, I mean, even though I was from Texas, I always was watching Ohio State because, like I said, my parents, they're from Ohio, and I grew up watching them. But Texas, like, it was right up the road from me where I lived in San Antonio, so I would go up there often.
Do you have any friends that go to school there?
I did. Freddie Dubois, he was a receiver, and I know, of course, I talked to a few other guys, and I know Hero, he transferred over there. So there's a few guys I know over there, a few people I know over there, but yeah.
How close did you come to Texas?
I mean, they were my top 4 teams, so it was pretty close, yeah.
What are you guys just seeing from the quarterbacks right now? Julian Lincoln, what's it kind of been like having them competing, splitting reps?
You know, what I'm seeing is just 2 guys competing. It's healthy competition. Pushing each other, you know. I mean, it's pretty much like even reps right now, but, you know, those guys are going to keep on going, keep on battling it out, and we're going to see what happens.
And
know Coach Locke told those guys last year, Travion and Sean,
Yeah.
stick to my plan, and you will both be 1,000-yard rushers.
Yeah.
Win national championships. Has he said anything similar to you?
He has. He preaches all the time. There's a method to the madness. And the one thing he really stresses that we play as one in the running back room. So, you know, you got to put yourself aside. You know, you got to trust. He's a great coach. He's done this for a long time. He's been in rooms with 2 great running backs, or even great running back rooms in the total. And those guys, I got to learn to play as one, and you know, and take what Coach Locke is telling them. So,
What is the madness?
a method to the madness.
What's the madness part?
I don't know. I guess the madness is Coach Locke, but I mean, I guess like, you know,
That's what I thought.
through everything that he's going to be pouring into you and challenging you, there's a method to it all. So that's what he's going to get out of you.
James, do you think he's coaching you differently this year than he was this time last year?
Oh yeah. I mean, he's been on me. It's more critical. You know, he's demanding more out of me. Being vocal, and being on top of everything I can be in practice. You know, can't have a bad day at Ohio State. So he's been on me. Yeah, he's been on me.
Would Coach Lachlan like to see you make a big run or pick up a pass blitz?
You said what?
Pick up a pass block on a blitz.
What did you say?
What would Coach Lachlan like more? Would he like you to pick up a block on a blitz or a long run? Would you get more credit for that in the film room?
It does. Breaking long runs, pass pro. I don't know. I think he hold it both 50-50.
Okay.
I think maybe pass pro a little more. You know, protecting the quarterback, stuff like that. Being there's 2 things we say. You gotta own the ball. You gotta pick up. You gotta protect the quarterback. So that's what we gotta do.
Obviously, that's something that Travion especially was so good at last year. Like, how much do you guys talk about that? Like, how much do you look at some of the film and recognize like how big some of those pickups were?
I mean, it's critical, and he stresses pass pro all the time. I mean, we open up in activation with pass pro, and it's gonna have to be a big thing for us this year. You know what I'm saying? Like it is gonna be every year, but really stressing that, you know, pass pro. I mean, it's huge. Yeah.
So is 1,000 yards
2 minutes,
the goal
guys.
then?
2 minutes here.
Yeah, 1,000 is the goal. 1,000,
The baseline
but
of the goal?
you know, whatever the Lord allows me to go out there and do this year, I'm gonna just be grateful with it and just trust Him and Him in the process.
James, Coach Day's talked about the guys on this team who were here last year,
Yeah.
who maybe didn't contribute as much as they wanted to that national championship, feeling like you still need to go out and win it. Do you include yourself in that, and how do you feel like the hunger of this team to
Man, I mean, that team last year is a whole nother team now. Those guys, they done moved on, a lot of them to the NFL careers and further. This team is hungry. We want to get one. You know, I was there. Of course, I want to be in it now. You know, but it's gonna start with one game at a time. Like it's gonna start with Texas, and then we just got to keep on building from there on. So it's building a strong foundation, and then hopefully getting right back there. So.
Do you sense a lot of urgency about Texas?
You said what?
Do you sense a lot of urgency with this?
Oh, absolutely.
This first opponent.
I mean, you opening up with a 1 versus 2 seed. Hasn't been more urgent than I've ever seen until now. So, yeah, we're really pressing ourselves in fall camp. We're pressing it in the meeting rooms and being on top of our stuff because we got to come out fast. We got to come out playing fast.
Do you feel a responsibility, even just being a second-year guy, to be a leader in that running back room this year?
Yes, I definitely do feel that, and that's what I've been doing. Was moving to a leadership position on this team and in the running back room. Yes, that's something I hold upon my shoulders to, you know, constantly uphold the standard that those guys before me left and Coach Locke's holding in that room.
See Travion be a captain in that room last year. What did you learn from him about leadership?
Yeah, I learned a whole lot. I learned how he leads, but of course everybody leads in a different way. But you gotta be more vocal. You gotta hold yourself to a standard. Like when I step out on that field, or when he stepped out on that field, guys are gonna be looking at you and how you do everything. So you gotta know that. You gotta push yourself every day.
Coach Day, more questions. What kind of impact on the freshmen make this year?
You said what?
What kind of impact on the freshmen make?
I mean, Bo's been coming along. You know, he came in here in the spring, healthy, and he's been going. So I think he can definitely make an impact.
Coach Day talks about having you guys visualize that Texas game.
Yeah.
When you visualize it, what do you see?
When I visualize the Texas game,
For yourself.
for myself, it's hard. You know, you got scenarios playing in your head about how things can go. But really, I'm just gonna go out there. You guys just go out there and just be ready for whatever comes. So, like constantly in practice every day, envisioning like my assignment. You know, executing. That's the biggest thing for me.
And what are the fans going to see from you?
Folks, we have Sam
They're
Dixon.
gonna see a baller. So we're gonna go out there and we're gonna play.
Thank you, James.
All right, thanks, Jared.